Today, I want to quickly cover the two major updates arriving in the upcoming Echo Aria patch, the introduction of pets and the Norman battle game mode. And if you found this guide helpful, then don't forget to like and subscribe for more, and if I make any corrections or forget to mention something, it'll be in the pinned comment down below. Okay, let's dig into it.
こちら 2B 問題ない
Starting with pets, they're equipable in any construct, and like constructs have their own leveling, ascension, skill upgrades, as well as uses. And going down the menu here, we can see that pet upgrades max out at level 30, and promoting them gives increased attack growth. Next up, we have the ascension page. The way to ascend pets is to get duplicate versions of the pet. So for example, an A rank needs one duplicate pet for an S rank, two for double S, etc. And you can obtain duplicates either from the gacha system, or from farming shards in Norman, which I'll cover later in the video. And the most important reason to ascend your pet is to obtain the additional slots for sub-skills. Next up is the skill upgrade page, and it's arguably the most important part about investing in your pet, since leveling skills provides the most substantial stats and benefits for your pet and construct. But the catch here is that leveling skills is RNG, as seen here, so yeah, good luck with that. And the thing with pets is that the main skill will adapt to the main element of the character that it's equipped on. So for example, switching this to Luna will change the main skill from physical damage to dark damage. And the pet we'll be getting in the upcoming Echo Aria update is Kool-Aid Man over here, and it's a free A rank pet and is very useful for any character as it stuns enemies, and then enemies stunned will take more damage for a brief period. And the way pets work is that in combat, after pinging 6 orbs, you'll gain a charge for the main skill, which you can activate at any time, and you can store up to 2 charges. Pets will start rolling out every update, with the stun bash pet and the owl being the free ones. But for S rank pets, you'll need to gacha and pull them with pet tickets, which can be converted from black cards, with 20 pulls guaranteeing the featured S rank pet. And S rank pets will be tailor-made for their respective S rank characters, like I hinted at in the anniversary banner video, although pets like the crane are amazing for grouping for any character. So if you're free to play, it's not really feasible to go for them, but for light spenders and above, they're a substantial upgrade if you can afford, and they're made easier later on with the introduction of the battle pass. And much further down the line, free-to-play players can get access to these tickets by clearing the Norman War, so eventually everyone will have access to these S rank pets. Speaking of Norman War, let's quickly go over it. Norman is the game mode replacing Maze, and it requires 5 fully built, well-invested, different elemental and physical teams. You can manually enter and start Norman War when it appears, or you can wait a few days or so for the Norman War to automatically start on its own. But once it starts, you'll have 10 days to clear all the stages, and to get all the rewards, you need to clear it all within the first 3 days after starting. Norman rewards work off a mining system. When you clear stages, you get more of these mining bots, and the reason why you need to clear all the stages within the first 3 days after starting is that you'll gain 50% more miners each day. So the earlier you can clear, the more mining bots you'll get. And the only after clearing within the first 3 days will you mine enough to reach the mining ore threshold and get all the rewards such as black cards, 6-star weapon resonance shards, pet upgrade materials, and hypertune materials. The actual mined ores will be used to buy the before mentioned pet shards to unlock pets. Basically, Norman is where you clear a bunch of boss battles, with each team being locked after clearing a battle, sort of similar to Stronghold. And you have 5 levels total from EX1 to EX5. And you can skip to the final stage at the end of each level, but you can choose to clear the side stages to get rid of the boss buffs, especially if there's a regeneration one. Get rid of it, it's f***ing hell. And the catch is that each stage is much harder than the last, so by the time you reach stage 5, the recommended BP reaches 7,500 BP, which is insanely high for most players that aren't Giga Whales. But in order to min-max your damage, each stage has elemental weaknesses, so definitely use the corresponding elemental team to gain the most damage. There's also a battery system. Basically, by placing unused constructs or transcendents in the generator system, depending on their BP, they'll grant more battery energy, which you can use to increase your team's damage, increasing their effective BP. But remember that you cannot use constructs or these transcendents placed in the generator in Norman War battles. You'll naturally gain more energy capacity after each day, and by the end of Norman, you'll have plenty of energy to buff every team to a recommended BP suggestion. But since you need to clear everything in the first 3 days to get to maximum rewards anyways, you'll only have a couple hundred energy or so to buff your team, meaning that many will be under the BP requirement and you'll just need to get good and hope that you do enough damage to the bosses before time runs out. Norman, especially the first one, will be very difficult, so having multiple properly built, high invested hypertune teams will be necessary to clear it in time. You can borrow one construct from a friend who already cleared it, starting around 10,000 cogs, so if you got a whale friend, it'll help a lot to patch up your weakest team. Also, a very helpful note is that you can quit in between each battle and swap the memory sets before going into the next battle, so no need to have multiple Da Vinci sets. Later on, we'll get a separate easier Norman as well as the EX version and an even harder EX6 stage, And if and only if you are free to play or casual and you cannot clear EX, then you can go do the easier Norman for much lesser rewards. And if I forgot to mention something or make any corrections, I'll leave a pinned comment down below since there was a lot more information in this video than I thought I was going to cover, so hopefully it made enough sense. If you have any questions, drop in the comments or ask our community Discord at discord.io/AnjanAutomata, and I'll try to respond if I'm not busy. Subscribe so you don't miss future guides and videos, and if you found this video helpful, drop a like, a dislike if you didn't. And also come check out my Twitch at twitch.tv/spider2b to see me pull for, well, best girl 2b, or lose hair doing Norman and stuff, I guess. And yeah, I should not be up this late when I gotta get up early tomorrow, so peace very late, and thanks for watching.